Today, we count down the top 6 indie horror adventures that you shouldn't be afraid to try. First up, we have Bub Boy, a point-and-click horror adventure released in October 2015 by Bulbware, in which a malevolent force creeps into the bulb house and possesses poor Bub Boy's grandfather and the rest of their home. This game has it all: glowing bub-headed characters, a poop monster, playable flashbacks. Did I mention a poop monster? It's a horror game with a heart, as Bub Boy, along with his little moth dog, have to save his home from the demonic spirits. But the nice thing is, Bub Boy manages to keep an upbeat spirit about it throughout the game, laughing, albeit creepily. Bub Boy is available on the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, iOS, and Android. Fran Bow. Fran Bow is a pretty creepy August 2015 horror adventure by Kill Monday Games about Fran Bow, who is suffering from a mental disorder and must take pills to address her condition. And those pills allow her to see into an alternate dimension in which she can see impending death and speak to the spirits on the other side. Just what the doctor ordered, am I right? After witnessing the gruesome loss of a parent, Fran and her trusted cat, Mr. Midnight, travel into the woods together as she goes into shock over the loss of her parents, and then deals with the oppression in Oswald Asylum, a mental health institution for children. This game is deep psychological horror that touches on serious issues, both real world and supernatural, and uses medicating children to unlock horrible hidden worlds to help you solve puzzles, find objects, and discover important information. Fran Bow is available on Android, iOS, PC, Mac OS, and Linux. The Darkest Tales is classified as an action-adventure platformer, but when they say quote-unquote The Darkest Tales, they mean dark. It is developed by Trinity Team and published by 101 XP and follows the adventures of a stuffed bear named Teddy and his nightlight companion, who he unaffectionately refers to as an annoying little bug. The two of you have to travel into a young girl's nightmare to save her from being swallowed up by the evil that has taken over her. Now, I played the demo and it is obvious these two absolutely hate one another, and their witty banter filled with barbed insults never lets you forget it. But they love Alicia enough to work together to fight through a corrupted fairy tale world filled with ferocious mechanical wolves and gingerbread men ready for battle. And did I mention one of your beloved fairy tale heroines is a flippin' psycho? These are not the fairy tales I grew up on. The Darkest Tales is slated to release later in 2021 on the PC. My Beautiful Paper Smile is a still and early access June 2020 horror game by Two Star Games and published by V Publishing, set in a dystopian world that centers on the joyous, who are children taken away by the authorities and raised in a facility where you must smile. The Mad King wants every child to be absolute perfection. So every day, you and your friends are tested to make sure sadness never overcomes you, and children are whisked away forever if any sadness shows on their face. The characters are eerily hand-drawn, and you feel as though you're playing through a nightmare. You must be stealthy to get past your enemies, but don't spend too long in the dark, as this will be your end. Well, that and the dark holds the faceless monster that pursues you. Discover the true reason for this operation, as well as the dark mystery behind the authorities' twisted scheme. This game is explored in 4 chapters, with 3 chapters available now and the final becoming available at full launch. My Beautiful Paper Smile is currently available on the PC. Okay. I know. My Friend is a Raven is only about 10 minutes long, but what a 10 minutes it is. It was released in November 2019 by Two Star Games, in which you play as Ludum. I don't know. The last man living after a plague has completely wiped out the rest of the Earth's population. Go back to your apartment one last time in search of a sick raven who holds the truth of the calamity that has taken over the world. There are 4 unique endings to uncover, each containing different parts of the story. Plus, it's free to play, so why not give it a go? My Friend is a Raven is available to play on the PC. Layers of Fear Described as a first-person psychedelic horror game, was developed by Bloober Team SA and published in February 2016 by Aspyr. Perhaps a bit tame for true horror game enthusiasts, but just the right amount of fright for those of us who enjoy exploration in an environment that is deeply unsettling. Take control of a painter who is obsessed with finishing his magnum opus as his psyche crumbles more and more as he navigates a Victorian-style mansion that is constantly changing and rearranging. The dark and empty atmosphere, voices from the past, and well-placed surprises makes this quite the unnerving experience. But the painter is never deterred from his masterpiece, which is almost complete, and he can feel it. The game strongly relies on exploration and revealing the story layer by layer. Get it? Layers of okay. And be sure to explore every room while you're there, as it might never be the same again once you leave. Descend into the painter's insanity, unearth the horrors of his past, and help him create the masterpiece that has plagued him for so long, even in VR, if you dare. Layers of Fear is available on Linux, PC, OS X, PS4, and Xbox One. Are you creeped out yet? These games are unique in their themes and playstyles, but all deeply disconcerting in their own little special ways. And yes, I know, Little Nightmares could have easily made this list, but I have another plan for those games. So tell me, what horror games have you played that are scary, but not too scary? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And with that, I've been Journey of the Indie Journey, and I will see you all in the next adventure.